Good morning, children. Welcome back to your online classes, that is Bridge course. My name is Jyothi. I'm handling English for class 4th standard. Before we begin with our today's class, let us see what we have done in our previous class. What did we do yesterday, children? Yesterday we have learned the homophones. Do you remember what is a homophone? Yes, what is a homophone? Homophones are the words which sounds the same. When you hear the word, you will feel that the word is same, but they are having a different meaning with the different spellings. Yes, like what did we learn? Like flower, flower. Flower. One flower is a part of a plant, whereas the other flower is a powdered grain for cooking. I told you yesterday, powdered grain means like our wheat flour, jawar flour, ragi flour, so many flours we are getting. Flowers are also so many different colors of flowers are there, so many different varieties are there. When you hear the word flower, you will get when the words both are pronounced flower, flower only both are pronounced. But when we write, we get the different word and we get the different meaning. And even I told you what is grammar yesterday. Grammar, a set of rules which teaches us how to read, write and speak correctly. Yes? To read and write, what do we need? We need the alphabets. Yes, children? We need the alphabets. Don't think why Miss is writing alphabets now. We are in class 4th standard. These alphabets you have learned in your KG classes like your LKG and UKG. In your LKG class, you have learned the capital letters and the small letters. In your UKG, you have learned the cursive letters. Yes, children? Now, with the help of this alphabet, we are going to start our grammar part. Yes? First, we will write the alphabets here side. Yes? With the help of that, how can you learn the grammar? I tell you. See, what are these? These are the alphabets in English language. Yes, children, how many alphabets are there? You know, there are 26 alphabets in English language. With the help of the words, we can read and write. Can we directly A, B, C, D? Only if you read that will become a word or that will become, can we speak like that? With the help of these are the only independent alphabets. A single alphabets are there. These are in English. There are 26 alphabets. With the help of the alphabet, we are going to see how to form a word. So now in English rough notebook. Yesterday, as I told you, to write in your English book. Yes, children, told you to make a separate English rough notebook. In that only you have to take down the definitions. Today I am going to give some definitions for you. So today first we are going to see what is a word. What is a word, children? You know what is a word? A collection. Take down, children. A collection. Collection means collecting together. Some letters you are going to collect. A collection or group of letters. See, a collection or a group of letters which gives complete meaning is a word. See, what is a word, children? What is the word? collection or group of letters which gives complete meaning is a word. With the help of the word, I told you, you can form with the help of the letters, you can form the word. Example, I will show you. Whether it is correct or not, you tell me, children. I told you, you can collect a group of letters and form a word. I have written some letters here. Is it having any meaning? K-O-B-O. What is this? Kobo. What is the meaning of Kobo? So this doesn't have any meaning. They are in the unjumbled. So to form a word, we have to put the alphabet in a systematic order to get the meaning. See, if I unscramble these letters and write a word, we will come to know what is this. See, first I write B, O, O, K. What is this? It is a book. Yes, children? See, book means it is a word here. We have unjumbled the letters and we have formed a word. Book means, you know, it is used to write. Some books are used to read. Some books are used to practice. Some are used to do the drawing. Yes, it is having a meaning in its own. So what is the word, children? In the same way, when you put the alphabet in a systematic order, you get a meaning. If the word doesn't give meaning, so it is not a word. With the help of these 26 alphabets, we are going to form the words. What is the word? A collection or group of letters which gives complete meaning is a word. Example, you can write so many examples are there. Starting from A, you can write and. With B, you can write bell. With C, you can write carrot. So many words you can form. C A, again see first C A, then R, where it is R double O T. When you put the alphabets in a systematic order, you will get the meaning for that. Yes, children? Just you take down this definition. What is a word? A collection or group of letters which gives a complete meaning is a word. This definition you have to practice 2 times. What are the definitions I am giving today? No, children, you have to practice them 2 times. Where you will practice, children? You will practice in your English ref notebook. Did you all take down? Now you know how to form a word. How we will form a word? When you put the letters, that is the alphabet in a systematic order, you will get a meaning for that word. When the word gives some meaning, it is called a word. The second one we are going to see. Now let us see what is a phrase. What is a phrase? These are the basic things which you should know, children, before you start learning any grammar point. What is a phrase? A group of words a group of words which does not make a group of words which does not make a complete sense is a phrase. I told you how to form a word. With the help of the letters, you can form a word. But what is this phrase? A group of words. Means some group of words which does not make a complete sense is a phrase. Example. stand up, close the window. It is a group of, it is stand is one word and up is one word. Yes, children? It is a group of words I told. This phrase is a group of words. Stand up, which does not have which does not make a complete sense. Stand up. Here, who should stand up? There is no here to communicate with somebody. We need two people. Here, just stand up. It doesn't give any meaning. Who should stand? Whether it is in a classroom or whether it is in a house, we don't know. There is nobody who is informing to somebody to stand here. Like close the window. Who should go and close? In the class, there will be more than 30 children. If you tell close the window, all the children will run and go. So particularly you have to mention, like Aditya, please close the door or please close the window. What they'll do? They'll get up from their place and they'll go. So here it doesn't give any, it is a group of words. Close the window, but does not complete, it doesn't give a complete meaning. See, what is the phrase? You take down even the second one, children. A group of words which does not make a complete sense is a phrase. First thing what you learn? You learn a collection or a group of letters which make a complete meaning is called a word. Now second one, what is phrase? A group of words which does not make a complete sense is a phrase. Example 5. These are the group of words but they doesn't give any meaning, children. Even this, what is the phrase question is there? No, you have to practice it 2 times in your English rough notebook. Once again, I will repeat for you. What is a phrase? A group of words which does not make a complete sense is a phrase. Did you all take down, children? Now let us go to the third part of the class today. With the help of these 26 alphabets here which I have written, we will form a word, we will form the phrase, we will form the sentence. Now third, what are we going to see? We are going to see what is a sentence. First, with the help of the letters, you learn how to form a word. Then, with the help of the words, like group of words, you know how to frame a phrase. Now, with the help of the phrase, what you are going to see? What is the sentence? What is the sentence, children? A group of words. Again, here also, same thing. A group of words which gives a group of words which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. See, in phrase I told you it is also a group of words but does not give the complete meaning. Here sentence means a group of words which gives complete, sorry children, which gives complete meaning. Which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. See, with an example I will show you. The peacock is a The peacock is a beautiful bird. See, the peacock is a beautiful bird. You know that this peacock is a bird. Huh? How is the peacock? The peacock is very beautiful. Here we are getting the meaning here. See, you know that what is a peacock? A peacock is a bird. And how is the peacock? It is beautiful. So you are getting some meaning here. So this makes a complete sentence. See, a group of words which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. So the peacock is a beautiful bird. This is one of the example. See, if somebody asks, how is the peacock? You will tell, peacock is a beautiful bird. Or if somebody asks, which is a beautiful bird? We will tell peacock is a beautiful bird. See, you are getting a full sense here. How is the peacock? Somebody is asking, you will tell peacock is very beautiful bird. See what did we do here? In a sentence, we started the first word with the capital letter and at the end we gave the full stop for something. See, next. Where do you live? It is a question mark here. It is also one complete sentence, children. We'll ask for, sometimes we may ask our friends, sometimes we may ask our relatives, those who are new to our town. See, where do you live? We are asking, where do you live? Means we are asking the place, exact place where they are living. This also makes a complete sentence. But capital letter, we are starting with the capital letter and ending with a question mark here, children. What a lovely rainbow. See, what a lovely rainbow. During this rainy season, when the rain is falling on the ground, when the sun is there in the sky, what happens? The raindrops fall on the sun and the rainbow you can see. When you see what you are doing, what a lovely rainbow. You are expressing your feeling there. So when you express a feeling, you put an exclamation mark. This is like one line and dot is there. This is an exclamation mark. Here comes the question mark. Here comes the full stop. See, every complete sentence, every sentence is wherever you see, whether it is in fill in the blanks or in a paragraph in your textbook, you can see in your answer the following. Wherever you write the sentence, first letter always will be the capital letter. You keep in your mind, like what is the sentence means? A group of words which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. And every sentence, no, it will begin with a, I'll write here children, I'll erase this one. See, every sentence, it will first begin with, it will begin with capital letter. And the second thing is, in every sentence, the sentence will, some sentences are ending with the, end with full stop. Symbol of full stop is a dot you are going to give. In some sentences, starting of the letter will be capital, but the end will be with a question mark. It will end with a question mark. And sometimes the sentence, no, it will be ending with an exclamation mark where you express your feelings. When you see a rose, you will tell, oh, what a beautiful rose, what a lovely rose. You will tell, no? Means you are express, when you see the thing, you express your feelings there. So, see, in a sentence, every sentence begins with a capital letter Sometimes the sentence ends with a full stop, and sometimes the sentence ends with a question mark. Sometimes the sentence ends with an exclamation mark, children. Copy this. What is the sentence? And practice this in your English rough notebook 2 times. Like a group of words which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. In word, what did you learn? A collection of letters to form a word. In the phrase, it is a group of words but does not give complete sense there. But in a sentence, when you put the group of words, it will give a complete meaning. When when the words give the complete meaning, it is called a sentence. And in the sentence, the first letter will begin with a capital letter, sometimes end with full stop, sometimes end with a question mark, and sometimes it ends with an exclamation mark. Now, with the help of the sentence, now we will see every sentence has 2 parts, children. Now let us see which are all the 2 parts. Yes, children? Did you all copy this? Sentence. See, children, now you know what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words which gives complete meaning. Now, here in a sentence, you have every complete sentence, no? It has 2 parts. One is the subject and the second one is predicate. How will we identify the subject and the predicate in the sentence, children? Now, let me explain you with an example. With the help of this example, we will come to know how to identify the subject and the predicate in a sentence. See, every sentence here begins with a capital letter. Anjali jumped over the How will we come to know which is the subject and which is the predicate in this sentence? First thing, what we have to do is, in a sentence, we have to find out the verb. If the verb is there in a sentence, that will be the predicate part, and we can see who is doing that action will be the subject. Now here, Anjali, it is the name of a person. So this is not a verb. Jump. You know what is the verb? See, jump is a verb. What is verb? You know, children? It is one of the part of the speech which I learned in your previous standard also. Verb means an action word. What are verbs? Verb is an action word. Whatever action you do, like sitting, standing, writing, jumping, walking, talking, the moment which you are doing that, the action is called verb. Here in this sentence, now this is Anjali is a noun. Name of a girl it is. Name of a person. Jumped, it is the verb. First in a sentence, you have to find the verb. Over, it is a preposition. Fence, it is the name of a thing. Now, how will we come to know? First, we have to find out verb, I told you. In a sentence, you have to first find out the verb. Then we will come to know like, who jumped over the fence? Now jumped is there no here. Now you will ask the question. Who jumped over the fence? See, you have to question here. Who jumped over the fence? Over the fence? This is your question now. Jumped over the fence. Now who jumped? You know, Anjali jumped. So here Anjali. Now Anjali is the person who is performing this action. Now Anjali is jumping. So this is the subject. Anjali is the subject in this sentence. See, Anjali is the subject. What is the subject you know children? It is a name. It may be a name of a person, place, animal or a thing who does the action. And always it will be a noun or a pronoun. Sometimes even a pronoun also can be there. And what is the predicate? What will the predicate tell? The predicate tells something about the subject. Like what is the subject doing? See, predicate. Like you can ask, what did Anjali do? See, what did Anjali do? What did Anjali do? Anjali jumped. Anjali jumped over the fence here. Now, what is predicate? Predicate tells us something about the subject. Like what is the subject doing? The subject is doing some action here. The subject which is doing the action will be the predicate part. So the person who is performing the action will be the subject, and this predicate no, it tells something about the subject. That will be the predicate. Did you all follow children? In a sub-sentence, there will be two parts. One is the subject and the other one is the predicate. I told you how to find out the subject and the predicate. This example, Anjali jumped over the fence. First you have to find out the verb in a sentence. The verb is jump in this sentence. Verb is an action word I told you. Verb means it is an action word where you perform. Now you can ask, now who is jumping? Anjali is jumping. The person who is doing the action is called the subject. And how we will say what is what did Anjali do? What is Anjali doing? She is jumping here. She jumped over the fence now. So that will be the predicate part. Every time the predicate part starts with the verb. And every time the subject will be the noun or a pronoun. Now I give the definition of subject and predicate both. You have to copy down children and practice in your rough notebook. Did you all follow? There are two parts in a complete sentence. One is the subject and one is the predicate. And I showed you how to identify it in a sentence. First you have to search for the verb. When you find the verb, that time you get question, like who is doing that action? The person who is doing the action will be the subject. Now you take the what is the subject? The person, place, the person, place, animal or a thing. See, the person, place, animal or a thing. The person, place, animal or a thing that is spoken about. That is spoken about in a sentence. That is spoken about in a sentence is the subject. In that example I showed you, like Anjali jumped over the fence. Means here who is performing the action will be the subject. The person, place, animal or a thing that is spoken about in a sentence is the subject. Here is the full stop and a subject. A subject is usually a noun or pronoun. Sometimes it may be a pronoun also. You know the definition of pronoun, children? Pronoun. What is the pronoun means? It is used in place of a noun. Like Anjali jumped over, I told you, no? Anjali jumped over the fence. It may be she jumped over the fence also. Don't write this, just this the definition you write, this example don't write. First I told you Anjali jumped over the fence. Instead of Anjali, I can write she jumped. She is a pronoun here. She jumped over the fence. Sometimes the subject may be the noun. Noun is it is a naming word. Or sometimes it may be a pronoun also. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Anjali is a girl, so she here it will be she. See, example for pronouns are he, she, it, they, them. Yes, children? Now let us see what is the predicate. Take down this, children. What is the subject? The person, place, animal or a thing that is spoken about in a sentence is the subject. A subject is usually a noun or pronoun. Yes, children? Now let us see what is predicate. Let us see what is the predicate, children. The predicate tells us something. The predicate tells us something more about the subject. The predicate contains a verb. I told you no, while identifying the subject and the predicate in a sentence, you have to first find the verb in a sentence, and you can then you can ask like who is doing that action. Verb is action, but you know, like who does the action will be the subject. So what is this predicate? The predicate tells us something more about the subject. The predicate contains a verb. In a subject, what is there? It is a name of a person, place, animal or a thing. The person who is doing the action will be the subject, I told you. And a subject may be a noun or a pronoun. But in a predicate, there contains a verb. And it tells something more about the subject. Did you all follow, children? In a sentence, there are two parts. One is the subject and one is the predicate. Where are the subject and predicate contained? They contain in a complete sentence. In a complete sentence, you get two parts. One is the subject, one is the predicate. Now, I'll give you a homework, children. Wait, now you know how to identify the word, no, children? You know how to identify the word in a sentence, and the word containing part will be the predicate and the subject will be the performer of the action. I told you. Now let me give you the homework. you have to write in your English rough notebook. One minute I am going to give you. You have to write it only one time and practice. And even I told you to practice the definitions of word, phrase, sentence, and now I have given the definition of subject and predicate. Those 5 you have to practice in English rough note 2 times. And this activity which I am giving you now, you have to practice only 1 time. Now circle the subject. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. One time you have to write in your English rough notebook. I will be showing you one of the example. Then remaining some more sentences I give where you have to identify the subject and you have to circle it. Then you have to underline the predicate part. Yes, children. First sentence will see. The small squirrel. The small squirrel ran across the yard. In that example, I told you Anjali jumped over the fence. Jumping was the action. Now here, ran. It is the past tense of run. Run, past tense is ran. So when you identify the verb, you will come to know who is running in this sentence. The squirrel is running. So the squirrel is the subject here. The squirrel is the subject. Ran across the yard is the predicate. Here what I do? Circle the subject. You have to circle the subject where the person or animal thing is doing the action. I told you subject. First identify the verb, then it will be the predicate part, and you have to question it. Ran across. Who is running? The squirrel is running. So this will be the subject and this will be the predicate. Now some of the sentences I will be giving now. You have to practice. Only one example I showed you. Here in this activity 1 I showed, and before while explaining I showed you one more sentence. Now you have to, by reading the sentence, you have to do the activity. Three birds flew. Flying past tense is flew. 3 birds flew over the beach. And see that every time the sentence is ending with some mark. Sometimes it ends with a full stop, sometimes with question mark, or sometimes with an exclamation mark. The children plural of child is children. The children build here, it is an action. Something the children are doing the action here. The children build a sand castle. Beena, it is the name of a girl here. Beena played chess with her sister. The fifth question. We watch the game eagerly. Some more I give you, still three more questions are there. First you take down. The small squirrel ran across the yard. Three birds flew over the beach. The children built a sand castle. Veena played chess with her sister. We watched the game eagerly. Three more questions I am going to give you, children. You have to just circle the subject and underline the predicate. This what you have to do? You have to practice in your English rough notebook. Even the definitions also you have to practice. I have given the 5 questions. Now remaining 3 you take down. The child is playing with his toys. Rahul was playing on the slide. The baby cries all the time. Take down all these questions, children. When you are identifying the word, you will come to know which is the subject easily. 8 questions I have given. In that one I have solved for you, and remaining you have to do by yourself. I said the first was the small squirrel ran across the yard. Now the second one is 3 birds flew over the beach. The children built a sand castle. Veena played chess with her sister. We watched the game eagerly. The child is playing with his toys. Rahul was playing on the slide. The baby cries all the time. In every sentence, first you identify the word, then you question, like who is doing that action. Verb is an action word, I told you. You have to question the word there. Like who is performing the action. Sometimes it may be the person, sometimes it may be like a pronoun, sometimes it may be the name of a word, sometimes it may be the name of a noun, or sometimes it may be the pronoun also. I told you. The subject, sometimes it may be the pronoun also. You have to just take down all the sentences and identify which is the subject and which is the predicate here. Yes, children, today we have learned the definitions of word, phrase, sentence, and in a sentence, every time the sentence begins with a capital letter. Sometimes the sentence ends with full stop. Sometimes the sentence ends with a question mark. Sometimes the question ends with an exclamation mark. And every complete sentence contains 2 parts. One is the subject and one is the predicate. And I showed you how to identify the subject and the predicate. Follow that rules and then you can solve this homework by yourself. Yes, now let us wind up the class, children. We will continue this tomorrow. Thank you.